July 15th, 2020, San Francisco, California, 4:17 p.m. Pacific Time. On a normal Wednesday afternoon, Twitter's servers are steady. Traffic is routine, nothing unusual, until one message appears. Message from Elon Musk's verified account. The tweet promises to double Bitcoin for anyone who sends money to a specific wallet address. Within seconds, replies flood in. Some laugh, some warn it's fake, but others don't hesitate. Bitcoin starts moving. 4:18 p.m., another tweet appears, this time from Bill Gates. Same message, same wallet. Then Barack Obama. Then Apple, then Joe Biden, then Kanye West. By 4:30 p.m., over 130 high-profile accounts are compromised. Twitter freezes. The platform that shapes global conversation has lost control of its own voice. At first glance, this looks like a catastrophic technical breach. Yet no malware is spreading, no exploit is ripping through servers. No alarms are firing deep inside the infrastructure, which means whatever's happening didn't begin with code. It began with a human decision. Tampa, Florida, July 15th, 2020, 11:45 a.m. Graham Ivan Clark sits at his desk. He's 17 years old. On the surface, his room is ordinary. Gaming PC, glowing monitors, Discord notifications pulsing on screen. But his posture is relaxed, controlled. This isn't his first scam. Graham has spent years in underground forums where reputation is currency and persuasion is power. He doesn't break systems, he studies behavior. He understands something most corporations underestimate. People obey authority when pressure is applied correctly. He doesn't need advanced tools, he needs access. And access doesn't come from machines, it comes from people. 11:58 p.m. He opens a document. It's a call script. Graham dials a number. The employee answers. Graham speaks calmly, professionally. He introduces himself as part of Twitter's internal IT help desk. He knows the employee's name, their department, even which VPN system they use. None of that information required hacking. It came from public profiles, leaked databases, routine corporate exposure. The employee hesitates, but Graham sounds legitimate, unhurried, helpful. He creates a problem. Mentions suspicious login activity, a VPN issue, a known internal glitch. Then he offers a solution. He sends a link. The login page looks perfect. Same fonts, same branding, same layout. The employee enters their username, then their password. Nothing happens. Graham apologizes. Let's try again. A two-factor authentication code arrives on the employee's phone. They read it aloud. That single spoken number changes everything. Graham now has valid credentials, but they aren't powerful enough. This isn't the destination, it's the doorway.
Once connected, Graham doesn't rush. He explores. Internal dashboards, Slack messages, documentation. Twitter's internal systems weren't built to defend against someone who already looks trusted. They were built on assumption. He can see tools meant for employees, but he can't yet access high-profile accounts. So he keeps searching. Buried inside internal systems, Graham finds stored credentials, a legal department account, higher privileges, broader reach. He logs in. No alarms, no alerts, no resistance. At this moment, Twitter has already lost control. The company just doesn't know it yet. From here, Graham can reset emails, change passwords, disable two-factor authentication. Any account, anytime. Graham opens Discord. He reaches out to collaborators, middlemen with credibility in underground markets. Some believe he works at Twitter, others don't ask. Everyone wants profit. This could be slow, quiet, extremely lucrative. But Graham isn't patient. He wants scale. July 15th, 2020, 4:15 p.m. This is the moment everything locks into place. The first fraudulent tweet goes live. Graham Ivan Clark didn't start with code. He started with people. Instead of breaking into Twitter from the outside, the operation worked its way inward. Using social engineering, access was gained to Twitter's internal systems, the powerful tools meant for employees, the kind that can quietly reset emails and take control of accounts in seconds. Once that access was there, everything moved fast. High-profile accounts were selected deliberately. Accounts with massive trust and global reach, celebrities, politicians, major companies. One by one, control was taken, and the same message was posted across the platform. A simple promise: send Bitcoin, get double back. The message worked because of who it came from. People didn't see a scam. They saw Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Apple. And that credibility triggered instant reactions. While the tweets were live, Bitcoin began flowing into the wallets tied to the scam. The money moved quickly before the platform could fully lock down access. In just a short time, thousands of dollars were sent. And just like that, the operation peaked. Twitter shut it down. Accounts were secured. The posts vanished. But for a brief moment, the scam worked. Not because it was complex, but because it exploited trust at the highest level. Inside Twitter headquarters, alarms finally sound. Accounts are changing emails without authorization. Internal tools behave unpredictably. Security teams realize this isn't automated. Someone is actively operating inside the system. They don't know where the attacker is. They shut everything down. Verified accounts are locked, password resets disabled. Even emergency service accounts go dark. For the first time in its history, Twitter silences itself. Some of the biggest accounts on Twitter suddenly began posting. They posted exact same message, a Bitcoin scam promising to double your money if you sent crypto first. These weren't random accounts. They were verified accounts, celebrity accounts. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Barack Obama, Bill Gates, Kanye West, a whole lot of celebrities. Major companies, Apple, Binance, Coinbase, Cash App, and others not mentioned involved. Within minutes, people realized this wasn't a normal scam. This was a breach, and Twitter was in full panic mode. Twitter locked down parts of the platform. They began working with law enforcement. The FBI and other investigators stepped in, treating it like a major cybercrime case. The first big question was simple. How did someone get access to so many high-profile accounts at once? Investigators soon learned the attackers weren't guessing passwords. They were using Twitter's internal tools, the kind of access that can reset emails, change account settings, take full control. That discovery changed everything, because now it wasn't just someone hacked Twitter users. It meant someone got inside Twitter's system. But the hackers made one mistake. This mistake helped investigators move fast. They asked for Bitcoin. The scam victim with direct tweets, letting victims send crypto to specific wallet addresses. So investigators tracked the wallets, watched the money move, followed the transactions across the blockchain. Then they connected those crypto trails to online identities, usernames, chats, platforms where the hack had been planned and discussed. Piece by piece, the trail narrowed. until it pointed to one location. July 31st, 2020. Tampa, Florida. Authorities moved quickly. Search warrants were executed. Law enforcement teams arrived at Clark's residence. They secured the area, made entry, and ensured everyone was under control. Clark was located, detained, and placed into custody without delay. Officers carried out the search on site. They seized multiple electronic devices, including computers and phones, as evidence. Investigators documented what they collected. They transported Clark to be processed. Police arrested him. At just 17 years old, Graham Ivan Clark was taken into custody, charged by Florida authorities. The authorities say he played a central role in the Twitter Bitcoin scam. The most shocking social media breaches led straight to a teenager sitting in handcuffs. Because Graham is a minor, the court proceedings are sealed. He pleads guilty, 3 years in juvenile detention, probation afterward, no adult prison, no public reckoning. Justice moves quietly, but the damage reaches far beyond stolen money. Twitter rewrites policies. Companies roll out security training, but nothing fundamental changes because the vulnerability is still there. It isn't technical, it's psychological. Authority, urgency, fear of being responsible for a disaster. This wasn't a hack, it was a conversation. And the next person doesn't need better tools. They just need someone to answer the phone.